welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa. I own and operate a little small business named Enchanted Pages. I wanted to start this video off discussing, one, why I haven't been filming. Well, I have been filming, but why I haven't posted anything. And then what's to come in the shop, and the little goals that I have either achieved or I still have to do. So first things first, gotta have your coffee. This is one of my favorite cups. I got it from Hobby Lobby. I think I mentioned it in a video. I think it's maybe one of them I never posted, and I'll get there. But coffee. All right, so today is February 8th. This is my first video of 2025. I had tried to make videos from the New Year's and then throughout January, and I have been feeling very I guess it's kind of like imposter syndrome, where I don't think my stuff is good enough, my sewing isn't good enough. I've just been in a really bad mindset, and I'm working on that. I'm doing some things that I hope will improve that, but I wanted to go over why I felt like that. Okay, so first thing that is up is, so I really wanted to make some coasters, some cute coasters, and see how I liked the making process and possibly bring them into my shop. That was a really cute idea. So let me show you what I tried. So first off is this strawberry. Now, I felt completely defeated after doing this. And then here was like a leaf that I was supposed to do. This was like a part of a hexagon flower, and I was going with like a bee theme for the flower. And then I think I also was going to do, I think it was just a round coaster, but I have a bad habit of just winging it. And I obviously should not have. I bought, or I found the patterns for each of these coasters, and I should have just gone with it. Because I forgot that I would need to finish off this edge. So like right here, it's just a raw edge. I think I could probably fix the outer, but I did the same thing on this, like on the stem or on the little leaves. And this is the first one that I tried sewing, and then I just gave up. I stopped what I was doing because I noticed that, oh, I messed up. And that kind of made me, I was filming that day. I cut up a whole bunch of fabric. I mean, I was very diligent. I did a time lapse for that process, and up until sewing this all together, I was feeling very happy with my day. I did have some challenges where the memory card on my camera stopped because I didn't know that 32 gigabytes wasn't enough. And then the battery died. And then on my phone, I wasn't able to film because I have so much, like, I'm a hoarder of my pictures, videos, you know, everything from Snapchat, you know, all my memories from the last oh, 10 plus years. I just love having that all in hand. And even though I had people in my life telling me, oh, you should just put that on your Google Drive, for me to put it onto something else felt like I was losing it. And I couldn't just pull it up whenever I wanted to look at it. Maybe it was friends that I no longer have connections with, or I don't see anymore, or I don't know, we had some family pets that were on there, and I don't know why. I linger in the past. I had some pictures of one of my grandmothers that I cherish to this day because it was the last Christmas that we had together, and all of us as a family. So for me, deleting all, or not really deleting, but moving it to another device that I might not ever look at, felt like I was losing a part of me that I wasn't ready to release yet. I have gotten through that, and I bought an external hard drive and I moved everything over. So now I'm filming on my phone right now, which I think I honestly, I think I like it more than the camcorder I bought. But anyway, after this failure, I went to the store, or Hobby Lobby, and I bought more fabric because I was feeling down on myself. And then I was like, okay, well, let's try something else. I wanted to try making a bow. So I used some scrap fabric, and like, it's bow shaped, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Maybe it's because it's my first. But I had some Hello Kitty fabric, and I had the idea of making my mom some hair bows because it had been her birthday and I wanted to try out making bows, but then I was like, oh, I can just gift them to my mom. That didn't work out, so I ended up making her like this little pouch that was like just big enough for like one of her credit cards or like a few of the credit cards. And she loved that. And then I'll have to post it at some point, but I did film all this. But I made one of those glass can cups with the wraps around them, and that's Hello Kitty, and she loved that. She was like, how did you even make that? And that was a good confidence booster because I made those correctly. And I'll post those at some point. But then I was feeling a little bit more crafty, so I tried making kind of like a pouch, like a big pouch. And I patchworked all of this together, and overall I'm pretty happy with it. On the inside was this fabric, but there is an issue, and I felt a little defeated because of it. So over here, I didn't sew this correctly, so you can see, if I can get it to, but you can see that the fabric is coming up, and I'm glad this is just for me because I love the little gnome guys. But I had a moment where I was like, my sewing's not good enough. I can't even make a pouch for myself. Even though I had made this one, my very first pouch, perfectly. I was also watching a tutorial. I mean, it's not perfect. This side, my zipper kind of detached, so I had to sew over it on the upper stitch, which I probably should have just done an upper stitch for both sides, and then I would have hidden that mistake. Now I know that. But this is my personal pouch. I don't know what I'll end up putting in it, but we'll see. And then after that, I was like, okay, let's challenge myself again. Let's do a book pouch or a book sleeve. And I made this. And one, which I feel very stupid for, is there is a pattern on the inside, but you can't see it because I accidentally sewed it backwards. So you see not the pretty side, you see the bad side. And then this isn't big enough to put a book in. Like, I even tried to put like a smaller book. Like, my smallest paperback is it's one of the banned books, or the classics, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's like small. And it will not fit in here. So I think I will eventually I might take this apart, or I might have it forever as a look back, because other than the fact that it doesn't fit, I did a really good job on this. I mean, it zips up, it has the tabs, and I mean, I don't have any other mistakes on it. So overall, I am happy with it, but it's not the purpose that this was for. And I had a week or two of, okay, mentally, I'm not good enough. This isn't gonna work. I don't know what I'm doing with myself, because when my contract ends, whenever my contracts start to like dwindle off, and for phlebotomy, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Either I can grow this business to be what I want it or need it to be, or I might have to find a different job. I mean, probably still do phlebotomy, just because that's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. Should probably just keep doing it. But I really want this business to start to, like, I don't know. I feel like I can drive enough to do it. And I need to. But I then made some little keychains, wristlet keychains. This one is a different closer than, like, this is my first one of this kind, so be nice. But this little, but I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how to sew these together so that this stitching doesn't look bad. I don't know. And then I have some carpal tunnel going on in my hands, so this was a little bit hard to clamp down. So, like, with the tool. So, like, I got it done, and then the next few days my hand was just not having it. So I need a game plan on these. I think I'll make them for this stuff that I have for the hardware, and then move on to using these. But we'll see if they're even popular. Who knows? It might not even be a good product to have. Next, I wanted to challenge myself. I've been wanting to do a book cover, like protective cover, for a very long time. I had gotten some new fabric and I had so many new ideas. So I made this book cover. It has this little bow that I hand sewed on. It wraps completely around the book, and it has, this is elastic that helps keep it on. I'm going to be changing this elastic out and also moving it so it's more of like right here, not all the way at the end. But I am very happy with this. I'm reading Iron Flame right now because I bought it over a year ago and I never read it. And then now I have Onyx Storm that I want to read because I'm a bookish girl. So I'm reading Iron Flame right now. But I got my tag in here. There's this nice little pocket. There's a ribbon right here that's sewn in, so I can use it as a bookmark. I also really like, I like using a sticky note too, because I move it wherever. I don't know. I like sticky notes. And then on the back here, so let me undo this. So I have this part that wraps around, and that's why there's this elastic, which I would, like I said, move over to like closer to this end. And then this part keeps the book in place. But I learned a lot from this project, and since I take my books with me to work and during downtime rather than scrolling on my phone, I read. And I've gotten a lot of coworkers or just people in passing that they love it. They're like, oh, that's so cute. Where did you buy it? And I said, oh, I made it myself. I'm really excited to perfect this product and bring it into my shop lunch. And just have some fun with it. This makes my heart happy because this is the first product, other than the scrunchies, that I made and it went perfectly. It went so well and I'm happy with it. I love it. I want to use this until the fabric literally falls off. But I love it. And this gave me my confidence back. So, moving forward, I tried to make another book sleeve. This is a prototype, and I learned a lot from it too, because I did make mistakes, but I made mistakes that can be bettered over time. So this is the book sleeve. I turn it around. This is one of my fabrics I'll be releasing soon. But first thing that happened was, one, this, I feel like I want to cut it down to where it's like this, and then it like maybe has like this kind of thing going on. But the front fabric is upside down, whereas the back fabric is right side up. So I need to figure out how to do that better. Probably just use two different things of fabric. And then I sewed my patch on upside down. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. Like, it's cute. So yeah, that book sleeve didn't come out the way that I want it, but I don't know, one day coming home from work, I just was like, I think I could sew it like this. And I came home, I cut the fabric, I sewed it together. I wouldn't go to bed until I actually finished it. I did have to take it apart because some of the fabric moved on me, and then I was unhappy with it, so I just ripped the entire seam out and then redid it. And I'm really glad I did that, because if I would have just pushed on, and with knowing that I made a major mistake, I think I probably would have gone back to, oh, I'm not good enough. It's okay to make mistakes. You just learn from them. That's something I'm like telling myself. And then the next and the last thing I want to show you is, I have a coworker who She got one of those things that like it's the tube and you wrap your hair around, and then it came with some scrunchies. However, she has a lot of hair and the scrunchies just weren't good enough for her. So she asked me, do you have pink satin? And I said, absolutely I do, because I bought satin of all kinds of different colors, basically the full rainbow. And I came home and I made her two. And this is one of them. To me, I think this looks absolutely perfect. It's got a great like stretch to it. I got some really good product pictures from it, and this I am so happy with, and I cannot wait to give them to her. I love it. I finally made a product that I will sell that I am happy with, and I've already like sent her a picture of what they look like, and she loves it. And I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that she asked me and she didn't just go to Amazon or another store and just buy them. She knew me and asked me. Sorry if you can hear that. My cats are playing. I don't know if you can see them down there, but they're playing. There's a lot of noise at the moment. And now you're not in the same spot that you were. That's okay. I'm going to show you. Fin. He's in that tube and he keeps running around. I go back to talk to you guys. He's like, I love my little guys. But I wanted to go over some goals that I had made for my business and what I'm doing about them. So this year I wanted to do my first product launch. And first it was January, and then it was February, and now I can officially say March 1st is the first drop of my products. Everything that I have, I am going to be in overtime of sewing everything together. I wanted to have the option of like the customer being able to say, oh, I want this and that fabric, and then make this product. But there are some fabrics that I had bought from like a little quilt shop, like back in Missouri, or it was only like this fabric was the Valentine's series of fabric at Hobby Lobby. So, and I got there probably the day that it came in, and I got a few yards of it, but I know that I can't even find it now. So this will be a limited edition. And also because it's very late, March 1st is not Valentine's Day. This is just, I love cherries and the bows are so cute. And then I think that for me, I need to just make products and finish them in order to be happy with them. And I don't, what's the word? I don't procrastinate the making of them. So there's that. But I was waiting to launch my shop, and in fact there's nothing even on my Etsy, because now that I am transitioning to Connecticut, I wanted to make sure that because my business is licensed and registered in the state of Missouri, not here, I wanted to make sure I was doing everything correctly. I wanted to make sure that I was completely legal, So I reached out to the Small Business Center of Connecticut, and I love this because I had a patient one day. I was telling him, I have a small business, but I'm a little bit on standby because I didn't know how to bring that, it here to Connecticut. And he was like, oh, just contact these people. And they're more than happy to help you. And I was like, thanks. Wrote it down. I got an advisor for myself. His name is Shay. I meet with him once or twice a month, here and there, to talk about my progress and goals and what's to come next. So he's been helping me basically license and register here. I got that taken care of. I just filed as a foreign entity for now because my business, I didn't want to dissolve it in Missouri and then have to pay all the state fees to then register and everything here in Connecticut. And then also my mom is in Connecticut or in Missouri, and I thought of, because she has this little booth at like an antique place or something like that. And I was like, oh, could I send you products and you could put them in your shop and I'll like share some of the profit with you, for her doing that for me. And she said, absolutely. She can't wait to see all the cute stuff that I want to send her, or I have an idea to send her. And I want to do some vendor markets here. I want to be able to be out in the community. There is a store, kind of like a store. It's like a vendor store that is called the Bristol Bazaar. And it's so cute. If you haven't seen them, go find them on social media. I know that they're on Instagram and Facebook because I have them. But basically and this is not sponsored. This is just, I think it's adorable. They have this building that has tables, little bookshelves. They even have like storefronts, and then like little booths, or like little vendor cart, very cute. So basically the vendor would pay for that space. Each one is a different price depending on how big it is. And you just put your items in with a barcode that the customers can just pick up here and there and take everything to the register and check out all at once rather than per vendor, because I know that can be kind of like, oh, this is a lot of work. I don't want this many transactions on my account. I just want one which is like, oh my God, y'all are geniuses. And I want to have my products in there because then I can just stock it, come back and make more stuff because I don't have to be there like a vendor market. I would have to be there the entire time while my items are out, because at the bazaar they have staff that not only will check out the customers, but they also protect your items from theft, vandalism, stuff like that. So I feel like it's a very safe environment for me to have my stuff. And when I toured it, I also got to speak to a vendor. She was restocking her booth, and she just was saying, oh yeah, they have a lot of foot traffic. She's constantly having to like restock because she's selling out of things. She said that a lot of the times that vendor market, like the vendor fee, they will take and then throw it back into like marketing for the vendors, just driving people to them. And I was like, I love that. That is, they're geniuses. I could definitely see like they need to have more places like this. And their whole their whole deal is everything is handmade by the vendor. And that's what I've moved into, having everything is selected and made by me. I don't have anybody else doing it, not at the moment. I love it. And then so those are some goals of mine for my shop. So because I have now gotten my foreign entity done, I finally got business insurance, which I should have gotten a long time ago, but I'm learning. Shay told me I needed to definitely do that. He told me some other tips and tricks that I needed to do, and now I am so excited for March 1st being my first shop launch. So the videos from here on are going to be preparing for that launch, preparing for, like putting items just together in general. So if you're interested in going on this journey with me, make sure you like and subscribe, or even comment below. What do you want to see? I would love to pick your brain. What items would you buy? What items would you, I don't know. Anything. If you have an idea, put it down below and I will research on how to make them. I will be coming out with a video soon of all of my product item, like not product items, but like the pieces that I could make products with. So I did that this morning because I had really good lighting. Now the lighting is not great. It's supposed to snow here at about 9 o'clock into the morning, and I'm just gonna be here. I'll be sewing away. I won't worry about the snow because I'm not going out there right now, not until Monday. But yeah, if you want to go on this amazing journey with me, let's do it. But until next time, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your support so much.